Hi, it's Sharon from Farmside. I'm here today to show you how to plant your spring flowering bulbs in the fall. Very, very easy. I have a display bucket here to show you just for display purposes. You normally plant them in the ground, but we're going to use this bucket today just as an easy example of what to do. First, I'm going to show you all the stuff that's spring flowering that you plant in the fall. You have daffodils, hyacinths, tulips, snowdrops, allium, and fritillaria. There are other spring flowering varieties, but these are the ones we're just going to show you today that are real easy to plant in your garden. I'm going to show you using daffodils today. Daffodils are great because they are deer resistant. Living in Northwest New Jersey, we always have a deer issue, so many of these are deer resistant. The only thing in this group that we have right now that is not is probably the tulips. So to our container, you can plant bulbs in raised beds, or sometimes the big planter beds, usually something that's at least 2 to 3 feet wide by 2 to 3 feet deep. You are able to put bulbs in something like that. Regular porch pot size like this, typically you'll have a hard time getting the bulbs to come back. Again, we're doing this for display purposes only. So they can be planted anywhere from September, when you start seeing them in the stores, all the way up until the first hard freeze. Very difficult to plant bulbs when the ground is frozen. So if frost comes and goes, that's fine. You just want to get them in the ground again, like I said before, the ground freezes up. So you're going to plant daffodils. This particular daffodil, you're going to plant about 6 inches. If you have a hard time getting that full 6 inches because you have rocky or clay soil, you could do 2 things. You can amend your soil and add some nice raised bed mix or compost or something in your bed, or you can get as close to that 6 inches as you can. 5 inches typically will be fine, but 6 inches on our little handy knife here is about that long. You can use a knife like this, which is great. It's got a sharp point. It gets through the tough soil, and a serrated edge if you kind of need to cut around. There's also bulb diggers that have a nice sturdy handle that you dig in and you twist, and it pulls the soil out and loosens it up. Okay? So we're going to go down and see where we are. About 6 inches here. Doesn't have to be a perfectly round hole. You just want to get in there far enough. The bottom of your bulb, you know the difference between the top and the bottom. The bottom has the little fine roots on them. And this is the top, and all your foliage is going to come out of there. So you're going to put it in, kind of nestle it in the soil there, and then just slowly cover it up. And tuck it away for winter. If it's dry, like we're in a dry spell right now, you can water them in. If you have really wet soil and it's been wet, you don't really have to. You're going to judge. So this soil that I have in my hand, which resembles crumbled chocolate cake, I would add just a little water on top just to moisten it. If it's really wet and you're squeezing water out, no need to water it. Again, if it's super dry, you're going to have to throw a little water on there. And that's it. That's all you have to do.